love them. And we're live.
Yay!
Hey, everybody. This is Susan Batchelder here, and I am here with Michael Leedy.
What's up, yo?
This is our Friday boot camp Beyond Basics. Officially number 1. We've done 2 intros, and we're really excited to be here. So, excuse me, frog in my throat. Okay. Make sure that you either watch this again and just sit back and relax during this. We're going to give you a lot to think about, and we're going to try to keep it into 20 minutes because your time is valuable and so is ours. And we just want to give you a jam-packed 20-minute session. So just sit back and relax and watch it. Or if you're a note taker, take some notes and just keep track of the video and then go back and watch it once you put it into action. What we're going to be presenting today is the strategy and the concept so that you really put into action the strategy of content creates conversation. You can take one piece of content and explode it into a huge conversation, which will bring in many interested people, many knowledgeable people into your circles, some prospects, team members, and new colleagues. And there's no doubt about it. It's guaranteed that this works, and it depends on what you put into it and what content you create. Refer back to our first 2, the intros, kind of setting the stage for this boot camp, because that will give you some real ideas as to how the power of asking questions and creating that intriguing conversation, and kind of exactly what we're going into. So those 2 boot camps are important to go back to. Do you have anything to add to that quick intro, Michael, before we get into it?
You know what? I just think we should go. I think you covered it pretty well. You know, I'll just say this. So Susan and I were discussing before we went on, and I kind of wanted to go a little bit more technical, and she reminded me of what it was like when I got started, and which was a little bit of overwhelm, because there's just so much, and I don't know if you're new online, or if you've been online for a couple years, or if you're pretty seasoned, you know, just depending. There's a moment in time where you've got a full plate of food. It's like you went to I don't know, let's just say, what is it called, a buffet. You go to a buffet and you're like 10 years old. So what do? You pile on the mashed potatoes and the corn and the chicken and the steak and everything else you like, and then it's like, oh well, grandma got salad, so I better get a salad too. So you get a salad too, and then you see the dessert thing, and you fill up the dessert thing. You're like, oh my god! So you have this huge, and you don't even know where to start. But you want to eat it all, right? But then you start eating, and you get so full you can't even move, right? So that's how it kind of works when you start online. Is you get all this stuff, you throw it on your lap, you're like, oh my gosh. So that's why Susan, you reeled me back in and said, let's just focus on the concept. We can get to, you know, the more of the detailed stuff later, or if someone who gets the concept, you know, we also have those trainings online. So we're going to keep it simple, because simple will let you digest, you know, you'll be able to actually chew your food and digest it, so that you can proceed with it forward, as opposed to going, I still don't get it, I'm so confused. So that's all I really wanted to throw in, and why we're going to stay kind of more with the concept, as opposed to the actual how-to steps. We'll get to that too. Okay? So I'm good. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, baby steps. It's so important to do baby steps and start from where you are and expand on the concept. So another thing I want to point out as we roll into the content creates conversation is the hook. And again, that's in our previous intro. There's a 6-step formula to creating persuasive script to get higher conversions. That can be applied to your Facebook posts, any of your social media posts, your content, your articles, your videos, very important in your videos, your email if you're doing email marketing. So the hook, and this is a whole part of it, you're going to apply the hook to this content, and the three R's: reach, resonance, and relevance. Who are you talking to? And Michael went into that really well last time, just kind of highlighting. Really think about who you're talking to when you're creating this content. So the concept that we're presenting today is take a piece of material that's already created. A video is the best to choose because video marketing is just getting more and more powerful. It increases your conversions, and it really humanizes this digital arena that we're communicating in. So a piece of video, and it doesn't have to be long. In the content, probably that you were invited to this boot camp, Michael laid it out really clearly, and there's a channel that he has some pieces that you can use if you want to. They're not linked to us or the team or anything. You can just grab one of those pieces. And in those short videos, it has either a thought or a statement that can really be built out with content and add your own story or the rest of the facts of your product or the company that you're promoting, and you build that out. You build out that video, either entangle it with your own video, create your own video, or write a post or some content around it, and that's what you share out in social media. It's like taking a piece of valuable content, instead of just letting it only get as far as it can reach, you take that piece and you add to it and repurpose it into other social media platforms, other content sharing platforms. Did I explain that, do you think, in a colorful enough picture, Michael?
I think so. I'm gonna add to it. The page that I created is more for someone who is working with us on our team. Just to make this clear. But since we are here to provide value for everybody, the point of this concept can be reapplied to any of you with a different product, with a different system, with a different business. If most opportunities have videos for them, they have hangouts that are going on within different teams. If you go back to your company and you go to one of their videos, you can do the same thing for you. And so that's what I'll encourage those of you who are not on our current team to do, is to go back to your company. Now, something that all of you could do that's on our team or not, okay, you guys can make a video explaining this, like what we're talking about, explaining the same concept, what you feel about something, why you're doing something, what's your purpose, like how what you found resonates with you and who you're looking for, so it'll resonate with them. You can do this, okay, and maybe cut a 2-3 minute video. The suggested maximum length is 3 minutes. Please remember, do you sit through a 6-minute video very often? Maybe not. So just remember, try to keep it 2 to 3 minutes. If I know it's challenging, trust me, I'm long-winded. It's my challenge is to keep the videos short, right? Because I can just talk, as you can see right now. So anyway, all I'm saying is, for team members, I've created this page. It's for our company. That is very generic. My links are not in there. I did it for us so that we can all share videos from that page, okay? And there's lots of them. It's off a Hangout with the co-founders of the company, so that and I cut them into they're like 30 seconds to a minute and a half max, okay? Because it's thoughts, short thoughts, and then you can create information off that. If you're not with our team, you're welcome to look at the page so you can see what I've done, okay? Because there will help you too. Now, if either way, look at the content inside of that YouTube description. Susan, could I just do a screen share and just kind of show real quick?
For sure.
Okay, let me just do this.
Well, and while you're doing that, I'm gonna just start in with the first idea that we're gonna share of using it within a slide share document.
You know what? Perfect. That's perfect. So I'm going to prep this, and just when you're done, let me know if you can see my screen, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
So the idea that we want to present to you, and don't worry if you don't have the technical how-to figured out on this. Like I said, we have those videos. They're already recorded and they're separate. So just concentrate. Sorry. On the idea that we're sharing with you, and just so that you can kind of get the power of it. So you take one of these short videos or create your own short video with one really clearly focused on your intention of one message to share, and speak directly to the people that you are speaking to. Right, there's 3 golden nuggets in a row. Anyway, so you take that video and you create a document. It doesn't matter how you do it, whether it's an article, a PDF, or a PowerPoint slide presentation. Just create a short or long written content document around that concept, and then you create a slide share presentation. And again, I'll just remind you the how-to is very available. Then within that slide share presentation, you can add a video right into it. If you're a free member on SlideShare, your video has to be added within the content. If you're a paid member, you can actually upload videos to SlideShare. Now the power behind that is SlideShare is, and don't use just kind of, throw your link, throw your company or product out there, because SlideShare is full of an audience that loves to consume content. And that is why we chose this as our first concept to use. People over there like to consume content. So when you put it in there, you are going to get views. You're going to get engagement. People are actually even going to download your content and use it for their own presentations or whatever. It's all still got your own links, your name, everything on there. People just like to consume the content over at SlideShare. It gives you a strong backlink to your video on your YouTube channel, and then when you share it in your social media, whether it's Google Plus or Facebook, that also gives you another link over there. So SlideShare is just a really, really powerful platform to use to share your content. I'm ready for you, Michael.
Perfect. And so now that you've heard about all that with SlideShare, please note that that's going to be more, we'll go into that more next week. So what you're going to do this week is when you create your content, save that in a Word document, okay, so that you have it accessible. So this week you're going to create a piece of content off a video that either we have, or that your company has, or that you made. You'll create that content and you'll post it on Facebook or Google Plus, wherever you want to put it. But Facebook's a pretty great place to start, right? And it'll also be inside of YouTube, right? So you put that content in YouTube, you put that content in Facebook, and you're going to save that content in a document, okay, so that it can be repurposed. And then we'll continue on with that. So just make sure to save it so that you can use it again. Using the same what Susan just explained. So you may want to rewatch this, but we're gonna go from that. So Susan, can you see my page?
Yes.
Okay, guys. So I created this page for our team, the Top Income team with LSN. So I created it for us. So if you're not with us, you are welcome to join us. Wherever you're at, whoever shared this with you, join with them, and then you can continue on with this path. If you're not and you're focusing on what you're focusing on, perfect. Come over here and just look at it and see what I've done. And I'm just going to open one of them. It's probably going to play. So you can see, the descriptions and how I did this, right? So you'll see the contents in here. And you'll see how I did it, and then how I also just look how I break it down. I suggest other links, right? These are great backlinking ways. You want to come in here and just get some ideas, and then I put a lot of keywords down here at the bottom, right? So, and then also, this is a whole different conversation on how to deal with YouTube. Anyway, look at this content and feel free to copy it and make it your own, okay? So, but you can come in here, you watch this video, see it's only a minute and 21 seconds, okay? And you come down here and you look at the content, and you are welcome to swipe and tweak and make it your own to repurpose it so that it fits onto Facebook. And again, save that content. And if you look into a lot of these, it's all going to be the same stuff. Just a basic description of how, what the video is about, and what my intention is with sharing it, okay? So I created all this, and it all has basic generic descriptions about, you know, the vision that I have with what connecting with it, so that if you are with our team, you can come in here and have a great place to start. And if you share these videos, my links are not on here. As I said, I wanted to keep it for the team. That's why I created this page. The closest you're going to get is, you know, if you're seeing this video on my page for the first time, connect with me, because up here I said if you're looking for a system, right, I invite you to get back with whoever presented you to this post. Okay, so that's how I've created this page. So only way they're going to come to me is if they found it from me the first time. So you guys are completely welcome to use and share these videos in your Facebook and everything. You do whatever you want, because it's directing people to go back and connect with you. This page will be inside of our pro membership back office. So that's just a quick view on the page that we're talking about. Again, if you're not part of our team, you are welcome to join us, but you are also, your team that you're with in your company probably has something like we have going on, so that you can use the same kind of content for you, okay? Because we're designing this boot camp for everyone, for any marketer online, okay? So that we can all create a piece of content that connects to YouTube, either with a video that it's already created or that you created, and then put it onto Facebook. So the content will be in two places. You'll have it saved so we can continue on next week with that same content going back into SlideShare, which Susan gave you a nice concept of, okay? So everything is going to build week upon week upon week upon week, because we want you to understand that it's actually quite simple to create your content and put it in all these places, but we want to give you one, you know, bite-sized piece at a time, so you're not sitting at the table at Ponderosa with 3 plates of full food and you have an 8-year-old stomach right there and you're going, how can I eat it all? And I really just want the sundae, right? So we're going to give you all the pieces so that you can have your sundae and actually like enjoy it. How was that, Susan?
Yeah, that was good. I think we covered everything. Just remember that if SlideShare is too out there for you, you don't have to use that. We're just giving that as an idea. And it's mostly about what you create, what you do with the content, and how you hook them in to your conversation.
You know something really simple that when it comes to content and creating, 3 things. Ready? Please write this down. I'll say it a couple times. This is how it goes. Tell them what you're going to tell them. Tell them, and then tell them what you told them. That's it, right? So you're saying the same thing 3 different times. First, at the beginning of it, you know, you hook them in. Like if you go into the prerequisite 2 video hangout, you'll see, you know, we're saying ask a lot of questions to get them inside of their head, the person who is interested, right? So ask them questions to get them inside of their head. You know, do you feel this way? Oh yeah, I feel that way. Would you like to solve that? Oh my gosh, I'd love to solve that. If I told you how to solve that, would that be helpful to you? Yes. If I gave you this link right now, would you watch this video so you could learn how to solve that? Oh my God, yes, thank you. Okay, that's right. So that'll get them going. So you're kind of getting them going, and then you go, okay, here's what I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you this over the course of these next paragraphs. And they're like, great. And then you tell them what you just told them you're going to tell them. right? And at the end, you go like this. Here is what I just told you. So you've told them 3 times the same information, and then it sticks, right? So that's what kind of what we're doing here is showing you how to do that and replicate it. Is if you use the YouTube video, either one you created or that has been created by your company or your business or whatever, right? Or it's you, right? So you use that, you create content for it in the format that I just told you. Tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. And then you put that onto Facebook and you save it, okay? And just call that a day. Call that a day. We will take you to this awesome SlideShareness next week. So come back so that we can move you on. So just get this down right now, right? Okay? So that's really, it's going to build, and it's so awesome. For example, the other day, I don't know, it was 2 days ago. Maybe I'm going to look at a slideshow real quick. I know we're cleaning up, we're finishing up. So Susan tells me this awesome thing and how to use this, right? And I posted a video, not a video. I posted a piece of content on SlideShare, and let's just see where it's at right now. Within a half hour, it had like 46 shares. SlideShare, Michael Leedy. Within an hour, it had 106 shares. I mean, it was this. And now, if you can look at this, can you see this number? I'm at 183 views, right?
Yep.
I'm at 183 views from just like 2 or 3 days of being up here.
Yeah.
And it's awesome, and there's a video inside. We'll go into this more, but I just want to show you the power of that. Like, it's got 183 views in a relatively short amount of time. Maybe even you're on this Hangout because of that, because that was talking about this Hangout. Oh, I thought we were looking at me. So I wanted to kind of show you a quick bit of power of that. And that's about it. I think, do we have any comments that we should look into?
I checked quickly and I don't see any, but I might have missed them, so let me just...
and you know what, too, I was on a Hangout with a friend of mine the other day who's also a marketer with a different system, and there was a 5-minute delay on our Hangout. She's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, look, because she checked it live, and I wasn't even on the Hangout, and we had been talking for about 5 or 6 minutes when she checked.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like 30 seconds or so, it's less, and sometimes it's quite a bit more.
Okay. So that being said, if you have questions or comments, wherever you're at, wherever you saw the post, go on, if it's from an invite or whatnot, go on and ask questions wherever you saw it originally, or message one of us or whoever you're connected to, whoever shared it with you. Like, just start the message. If you have questions, we'll connect back. If you're part of our pro membership team, I'm going to place an image there, okay? And it's going to be for an assignment. So the assignment for you is exactly what we've talked about today, which is take the video or your video, create a piece of content from it, and post it into that thread in our pro membership group. Okay, because then next week after the 12 o'clock hangout, we're going to have a 1 o'clock hangout just for you guys in our pro membership team. Okay, and the first 4 people who get their content into that assignment block, whenever they do it, the first 4, okay, we're going to pull you onto the panel with us, and we're going to go over your work with you. We're going to look at it. We're going to see how it looks on Facebook. We're going to see the words you use, the copy, the kind of questions you involved, the way you got into someone's head, who you were speaking to. We're going to really go through it so we can help you tweak it and move on. And then anyone else who didn't make that panel, trust me, I've been on panels like that before, and it's so amazing how much helping other people helps everybody, because it gives everybody ideas, okay? If you guys are not in our pro membership group, that's okay. Please, I encourage you to still do the assignment and save the Word document of all the copies so that you can continue on with us next week. when we go into more of the slide share and how we're using that. Okay. So, I mean, that right there, I think is pretty good. We've covered it. Just like I said, tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. It is so simple like that. And use lots of question marks. It's just like the perfect way, okay?
Exactly. And always keep in the back of your mind your clear intention of the message that you want to share, who you're talking to, your reach, your resonance, and your relevance. Who are you talking to and why does it matter? How can you help them?
So, and just remember, guys, what we're teaching you now is a long-term strategy. So this is something, work on one piece like this a week. We're going to teach you all these different steps. Work on one piece like this a week, but then do your short-term strategies. And like we taught you in the first prerequisite involving Facebook and connecting with people in groups and connecting with people guerrilla style using graph search and connecting with your friends. Okay, people who are into the same kind of mindset, right? So use those things daily, and then use this. Just focus on creating one strong piece of content every week and getting it into all these different places that we're going to show you over the course of these next 5 weeks. Do this so that instead of creating one piece of crap a day, you're creating one piece of awesomeness a week, because that's going to go a lot further than lots of little things that are kind of like fluffy. We want you to really dig in to whatever opportunity you're with, be with our team or a different opportunity. Focus on really creating something that people want to know, because that will help you organically get found. Like I said, this is a long-term strategy we're going to be teaching, and just remember to keep the short-term stuff going, because that's where you're going to make your upfront money to really back up the drive you have going on and really what you're capable of, because you can accomplish anything you want. Just put your mind to it.
That's right. We'll see you next week.
Ciao, ciao, guys.